follow us on all the social media and enjoy your class. If you didn't hear me before, after class you can go into the tasting room and enjoy a mimosa, some baked oatmeal, and some fresh oranges off my tree.
Welcome. Again, my name is Lorraine. Lovely to see faces we've seen before and some new faces. You have a little ball here. I just like to introduce this because some people are like, why do you have a ball? It's yoga. I like to incorporate what's called myofascial release or some self-massage into our practice. So that's what you'll use this for. Today we'll work into the hands and a little bit into the glutes with the ball. So yeah, so if you've done it before, it's an amazing practice. We're really just trying to hydrate tissues and, you know, if there's any tension in any places, kind of remove some of that. I like to just kind of tell you, if you've never done yoga before, doesn't matter, you can take a break. In fact, if you want to just be in a restful pose the whole class, you'd really get the same benefits of someone doing everything. Like if you want to be in Shavasana the whole class, you totally could. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that, I promise. The teacher said you could do it, okay? So you can do it. We'll go ahead and get started. We'll probably be practicing for about 50 minutes, and then again, we'll enjoy some lovely mimosas and breakfast afterwards. So set your ball off to the side. I'll let you know when we're going to use it. Just come to tabletop, all hands and knees, and then let the feet come to touch behind you. Let the knees open up, let the fingers reach forward, and then just shift the hips back. Allow the forehead to either come to your mat, or if you had a sweater you wanted to rest it on, you could. And we'll just land here in a shape called child's pose. We'll just give ourselves a couple moments to arrive here. And all that means is we just check in. How does the physical body feel today? Maybe you notice if there are any pockets or areas of tension that you might be feeling. Maybe that's through the shoulders. Maybe that's through the hips or the legs. Just notice that. And if you haven't already, maybe start to notice your breath. Just checking in. How does the breath feel? Where does it happen? Maybe it's just in your chest or even in your throat. We'll just see if we can expand that breath. On the inhale, fill up those lungs. On the exhale, just let that go. And we just do that again. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. And really that's all this class is your breathing. We're here to intentionally show up, intentionally breathe into our bodies, fill up our lungs. So again, if ever you feel like your breath has gotten erratic or choppy, you can come back to this place, child's pose, find rest, and come back to your breath. We'll stay here 5 more rounds of breath. Take a huge inhale through your nose. Stay here, let it go back out through the nose if you can. And then if not already, reaching those arms forward, we're going to come back to that tabletop position, hands and knees. And we're just going to scoot the legs off to the side, come to a comfortable seated position, and we'll grab that myofascial ball. We're going to start into the hands. So if you've never done this practice, again, we're just trying to hydrate the tissues. And our hands are something we use all the time that we probably don't notice might hold a little tension. So you can either stay with a comfortable cross-legged seat. I like to open one leg out. Sometimes it just feels a little bit better for me. It doesn't matter which one. And then place that ball at the center of your mat. We're going to take the right hand and place it over the ball. The center of the hand is going to come over the ball. The fingertips might come to the floor. And then we're going to place that opposite hand just on top of it. Find a little bit of compression and just start to notice. You could also pulse in and out to find a little compression there. Just take a breath in. Stay here, breathe out. And then when you're ready, we're just going to find a motion, a smiley face motion, going from pinky to thumb pad. You might have your fingers or one finger on the mat as you just start to roll that right hand across that smiley face, that thumb pad. And again, find the pressure that feels appropriate for you. You might really like to press into the ball. There's a little bit of give with the ball. But you might be light. Whatever feels best for you. Find a couple passes just of that smiley face or that U shape from pinky to thumb. Don't forget to breathe. Beautiful. 5 more rounds here. This is nice to do in the morning, especially again if you use your hands. Maybe you're at the desk all day, typing, or even on your phone. Last couple passes there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to roll from fingertip towards the wrist. And again, you might want to just adjust yourself on your mat. We're just going to find that center line. So find that middle finger and roll down. Doesn't matter how far you roll down, but just find kind of your pace, your rhythm in the center. And then we're going to touch each finger. So come from maybe that ring finger down. Couple passes. And then maybe your pinky finger, couple passes. Just take a few breaths here. Making sure to touch every finger, including the thumb. Take your last couple breaths. If you'd like to touch any other finger again, feel free to take that additional pass. And then the last thing we'll do is we'll just find a light scribble. So just go ahead and scribble the whole hand. It doesn't have to be super compressed or tight or rigid. Just find a nice scribble across the whole hand. Last couple breaths. Take a breath in. Big breath out. Just set that ball off to the side. Bring that leg in if you extended it. Hands to your knees. Just take a couple moments to notice. Notice that right hand, if it feels any different from the left. Maybe it feels a little warmer. Maybe it feels like sensation going up that arm. Just notice, just be aware. Maybe the left hand's like, what about me? We're going to switch sides. So go ahead and bring that ball. If you'd like to extend the leg out, opposite one sometimes feels nice. And then again, just center of the hand, bring that ball, bring the right hand on top, and just find a little compression to start out. Again, you could pulse in and out if that felt right. I just like to stay and kind of find a little pressure there. Take a couple moments, a couple breaths. And again, really we're just trying to hydrate the tissues. Our connective tissue is really connected from head to toe. So you might have tension in your shoulder, but your arm might be impacting that, or your hip might be impacting that. So that's really why I like to incorporate this practice. If you haven't already, we'll start to find those smiley faces from thumb to pinky pad. Again, find a pressure that feels right. If the ball rolls off, just catch it. And again, just take a couple passes here. Maybe noticing if this side feels any different than the other. Maybe it's tighter, maybe a little more tension. Beautiful. Last couple breaths. And then again, we're going to find that finger towards the wrist rolling. So that line of your hand to your forearm. Just find each fingertip a couple passes through so that you really kind of roll the whole hand. And again, you can go as far up the arm as feels appropriate for you. Maybe it feels really nice on the forearm too. A few more passes here. Beautiful. If you're with me, we're going to find that light scribbling next. So just again, scribble through the whole hand, touch the fingers, the thumb, maybe a little of the wrist, the palm. Last couple breaths. Beautiful. Fill up one time. Inhale. Exhale, let that go. Set the ball off to the side. Again, just come to that seat again and maybe the palms face up towards the sky. Just notice how they feel. Maybe the fingertips spread a little wider. Again, maybe more energy up through that arm. Take a breath in. Big breath out. Let's go ahead and make our way back to that tabletop position. We'll get our bodies a little warmer here. From here, drop the belly down, send the gaze up. And then exhale, dome and round through the back, tuck that chin. We'll find a few rounds of that. Inhale to drop the belly. Exhale to round it out, tuck the chin. 3 more rounds. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round it out. 2 more. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, round it out. Find your last round. Inhale to drop. Exhale to round it out. Once you're done with that, make your way to a long neutral spine. We're going to keep that left knee where it is. Right leg's going to extend long behind you. If you're okay here, you can stay here. If you want a little more balance, left arm will reach forward, thumb up towards the sky. And we'll find just a little bit of balance to start out, activating through the core, allowing those limbs to be long. Find your breath. Beautiful. 3, for 2. Get long again. Inhale. Exhale, set it down. Maybe wiggle the hips side to side if that feels good. We'll switch sides. So right knee will stay. Left leg will reach long behind you. Maybe a flex through the back toes. If you want it, right arm reaches forward. You decide what feels appropriate for you today. Breathe. Beautiful, you guys. Stay here. Last couple moments. Beautiful, you guys. Lots of beautiful balance today. Last inhale. Exhale, set it down. Wiggle the hips again, side to side. From here, go ahead and step the feet back to a plank pose, upper push-up position. If you ever come to this shape and you want to drop your knees, you're more than welcome to drop the knees down. Find your variation of plank. Take a huge breath in, and then exhale, just lift the hips up towards the sky. Find what we call downward facing dog. You could walk the feet in a little bit closer. You could walk the feet a little wider. Just find a downward facing dog that feels good. Fingers spreading wide. Head hanging heavy. Maybe shake the head yes, maybe shake the head no. You could bend one knee at a time, maybe pedal the feet out if that felt good. Yes, take a couple breaths. Ha. Beautiful. From here, take a huge inhale. Just press the chest back here. Get a little long through the back body. And then when you're ready, bend through the knees. Let's just walk our hands towards our feet, towards the back of the mat. Find yourself in a forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. You could grab opposite elbows if that felt good. Take a couple breaths. If you'd like to sway side to side, that might feel nice as well. Beautiful. Yeah, we're going to get a little warmer here. So you might shed that sweater if you need to. From this forward fold, release the arms if you took any arm variation. Hands to your shins. Find a halfway lift. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Spine gets long. Exhale, forward fold. Dive back into the legs. Let's bend the knees really generously and just ragdoll your way up to standing. Slow as you need, vertebrae by vertebrae. Crown of the head will come up last. Shoulders draw down and away from the ears. Let's reach the arms up on an inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Just check in. Feet grounded into your mat, into the earth. We're going to warm up the body a little bit here. So if your feet aren't wide as your hips, let's bring them as wide as your hips. And then bend through the knees. Let's find a chair pose as you squat low. We're going to build a little bit of heat here. So if you're okay here, stay here. If you want a little more warmth, just start to pulse it up and down for 5. Beautiful for 4. Legs working, core engaged, shoulders down and away from the ears. 3, 2, squat back into your chair one more time. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Just dive out of that. Oh. Hands to your shins once more. Halfway lift. Fold back into the legs. This time, crawl your hands back out to downward facing dog and find that shape. Take a couple breaths here. Ha. Beautiful. Press the chest back. This time, step or hop to the top of your mat. Find yourself in a forward fold again. Hands to shins, halfway up. Exhale, bow back in. Stand up, reach it up tall towards the sky. Bring the hands to the heart space. Inhale, reach up again. This time, drop the left arm down low. Lean over towards that right side. Breathe here. Sorry, did I say the wrong side? Left arm's low. Right arm's up and overhead. I was trying to mirror you, but it didn't work to my benefit. Find that little side stretch. Feel the ribs expand through that right side. Stay here for 3, for 2. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Right hand drops, lean over to the right this time. As that left arm reaches up and overhead, feel that expansion through the side body. Breathe into that left side lung. Take a couple breaths. Beautiful. If you're with me, find that last reach. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold as you hinge at those hips. Dive in. Halfway up. Exhale, just fold. We're going to do that a few more times through. On the inhale, just stand up, reach it up tall. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Left arm drops, lean over towards the left. Inhale, both arms up. So picking up the pace a little bit, right arm drops, lean to the right. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold, dive back in. Halfway up. Bow back in. Inhale, root to rise, reach it up tall again. Hands to your heart space. Beautiful. Rise up, reach it. Left arm drops, lean left. Inhale it up. Right arm drops, lean right. Rise up, reach. Forward fold, dive into those legs. Halfway up. Bow back in. Let's get 2 more like that. Inhale, we rise up, reach it. Beautiful, hands to heart. Rise. Left arm drops, lean it over to the left. Inhale it up. Right arm drops, lean it. Inhale it back up. Forward fold, dive in. Halfway. Bow back in. We'll get this last time. Inhale, rise up, reach it tall. Hands to heart. Beautiful, rise. Left arm drops. Inhale, both arms reach. Right arm leans out. Expand back up. Forward fold, dive back in. Halfway up. Just fold back in. We'll change it this time. Plant the hands, step back to that plank pose. Drop the knees, find a tabletop position. On the inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. On the exhale, dome and round, tuck the toes, come back to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Find that down dog. Just resetting again. As we come into our second warm-up sequence, what we'll call warm-up B. If you're with me, right leg's gonna lift up for a 3-leg down dog. Hands stay glued to the mat, right leg lifted. Step that right foot forward, stay on the ball of the back toes. We're gonna come to what's called crescent lunge. As the arms rise, you reach up. So legs will stay strong, stay here. Find this on the right side, first time today. So your hips are square towards the front of our space. Your breath is steady. Beautiful, your core is engaged. Make sure that core is sucked up and in. Yes, arms reaching, shoulders down and away from the ears. Breath steady. Last couple breaths. Crescent lunge is what we'll call it. Breathe in. Stay here, breathe out. One more reach up on the inhale. Plant the hands down, step back to a plank pose. Stay for a breath in. On the exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. We'll just switch sides for that. So when you're ready, left leg lifts up, inhale. When you're ready, step it forward, stay on the ball of the back toes. Arms will reach. When you're ready to rise, stay. So different side, maybe different sensations. Check that out. You'll stay here for 5 breaths. And you'll download this shape into your mind, into your body, as it will become our next flow. Last couple moments. Beautiful, you guys. Crescent lunge, arms reaching, arms rising, legs strong. Beautiful. On the inhale, reach up one more time. Plant the hands down, step back to a plank pose, listen up. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Crawl the hands towards the feet just like you did when we started. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Bend those knees to 90, come back to a chair pose as you squat low at the back of your mat. Stay here, breathe in. Stay here, breathe out. One more inhale. Forward fold, dive out. Halfway up. Fold back in. Let's crawl back out to plank pose. Drop the knees. Drop the belly. Inhale. Exhale, round it out. Tuck the toes. Come back to downward facing dog as you breathe here. Check in. Huge breath in. Huge breath out. That's going to be our flow. We're going to take it one breath, one movement if you're with me. And again, know that you can always take a break if you ever need. If you're with me, right leg's going to lift up. Step it forward. On the inhale, we'll come to that crescent lunge just like before. On the exhale, plant the hands down, step back to plank. Take an inhale here. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Left side, lift it up. Step it forward. On the inhale, crescent on the opposite side. Beautiful. Hands down low. Step back to plank. Take a breath in. Downward facing dog as you lift those hips. This time, crawl the hands towards the back of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway up. Bow back in. Chair pose, remember this one. One inhale this time. Forward fold, dive out. Halfway lift. Walk back out to that downward facing dog and stay here. Huge breath in. Huge breath out. Let's do that 2 more times. Right leg lifts up. Step it forward. Come to that crescent lunge. Inhale, you rise. Hands down to your mat. Step it back to that plank pose. Stay there for an inhale. You could have the knees dropped. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Left side, lift it up. Step it forward. Inhale for that crescent. Hands down, step it back, plank pose. Inhale. Downward facing dog, you got this. Let's crawl back towards our feet. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Bow back in. Chair pose, squat those knees, arms rise. Forward fold, yes, I can. Halfway up again. Fold back into the legs. Let's crawl back out to that plank pose as you walk the hands forward. Drop the knees. Drop the belly. Inhale. Exhale, round it out. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Breathe it out. Stay here. Huge breath in. Stay here. Huge breath out. Ha. Check into the physical body. How does it feel? How does the breath feel? Maybe a little bit faster than when you started. Yeah, maybe a little warmer than when you started. Breathe in. Stay here, breathe out. On the inhale, right leg lifts up once more. Step it forward. On the inhale, come to crescent lunge. We're gonna add on here. So from this crescent, notice your hips are forward now. We're gonna open them up towards the left. So back foot's gonna come flat, and that front heel is gonna come in line with that back middle arch. Arms are gonna be wide. Gaze steady over that front middle finger. Breath, check in. Beautiful. Shoulders relax, down and away from the ears. You got this. Beautiful shapes, you guys. Ha. Legs are gonna stay the same as they are, open to the side. Flip the right palm up towards the sky. Reverse your warrior, another side stretch. Left hand can drop low or it can wrap behind the back, you decide. Stay here. Take a couple moments. A couple breaths just to check into that right side body. Beautiful. Find that last bit of reach there. And then right elbow, right knee, top arm up towards the sky, side angle pose. Just find a little stretch through the hip, a little stretch through that left side body this time. And use your breath. Legs strong, upper body light. Let's take that top arm towards the front of our room as you reach that left arm all the way forward. Yes, legs and bottom arm stays the same, so that right elbow is still there if you had it. Left arm's reaching towards the front barrels. Breathe. Ha. Beautiful. Last couple moments here. Find that last bit of reach. On your inhale, straighten your front right leg. Right arm lifts up and back. Left arm drops low. Another side stretch, this time with that right leg straight. Reverse triangle. Keep breathing. Ha. Beautiful. Find that last bit of reach there. And then cartwheel the hands down. Step back to a plank pose. Stay here. Huge breath in. Lift the hips up as you breathe out. Downward facing dog. Stay here. Ha. Yeah, let's get that on the other side. Left leg rises up. Reach it. Step it forward to that crescent lunge. Just like before, you root down, you lift up. Strong and steady. And you know where we're going on this second side. Take an inhale as you reach up. Back foot flat as you open the hips towards the right side of our space. Warrior two. Yeah, that front heel's in line with that back middle arch. The hips are open. And again, you just check in. Different side might feel different. Ha. Can you stay breathing? Maybe in and out of that nose. Beautiful shapes, you guys. So strong today. Keep the legs as they are. Flip the left palm. Reverse your warrior as you reach that left arm up towards the sky. The right hand drops low or wraps behind the back. Stay and breathe. Yes. Beautiful. Last couple moments. Let's say for 3. Beautiful. For 2. Take one more inhale as you reach up and back. Left elbow, left knee. Top arm up towards the sky first. Side angle pose. Breathe. Yes. If you need to look forward, you absolutely can. Breathe in. Beautiful. Stay here for 3. Last 2. We're going to keep the lower body as it is. Keep the left elbow where it is. Top arm reaches all the way forward. Find that extension through the right side. You should feel that stretch all the way from the right toes through the right fingers. As you breathe there. Ha. Check in. Last couple moments. Last couple breaths as you find that last full reach. Straighten that front left leg. Left arm lifts up and back as that right hand drops low. Little side stretch again on that left side. Breathe in. Stay here. Breathe out. One more inhale. Reach it up. Rebend that knee as you cartwheel the hands down. Step back to plank. Take a breath in. Drop the knees down. Drop the belly. Inhale. Exhale, dome and round it out. Make your way back to a child's pose when you're ready as you shift those hips back. Check in. How's the breath? How's the physical body? Couple moments here, just coming back to your breath. Last 3. For 2. If you want to stay here, you're more than welcome. We do have a little bit more for standing. So if you're with me, come to a tabletop position again. Tuck the toes. Let's lift the hips back up. Come back to that downward facing dog. Beautiful. Just like before, we're going to add a couple shapes to what we just did. Right leg lifts up, inhale. Step it forward to that crescent lunge. On the inhale, your arms rise. On the exhale, open out for warrior 2. Flip the right palm, reverse your warrior. Right elbow, right knee, top arm all the way forward this time. Extend your side angle. Straighten your front right leg, right arm lifts up and back. Reverse triangle, here's the addition. Legs stay straight, arms come back to a T shape. Turn the right toes in to mirror the left. And then kick the heels in towards each other. We're going to bend the knees and come to what's called goddess pose. Hands can come to the heart, or hands can come to the knees if that felt better. Take a couple breaths here, just working through those inner thighs. If you wanted a little bit more, you could always pulse up and down. Maybe for 5. Beautiful, yes. 4. For 3. Wherever you are, last 2, let's find our way to stillness in this goddess pose. Maybe the hands come back to the heart. And then straighten the legs again, turn the toes forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold into your legs, a wide-legged fold here. Let the head hang heavy. Maybe shake it yes, maybe shake it no. If you needed a bend in the knees, you could absolutely have that. Last couple moments. Breathe in. Stay here, breathe out. Beautiful. From here, find a halfway lift. Get long through the spine again. And then fold back into the legs. Pivot towards the back of your mat as you turn onto the balls of the back toes. And you come to crescent lunge on the other side. We're facing the back, and everybody who wanted a back seat got a front seat now. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are in the class. Find that crescent lunge on the other side. We'll just switch it out. Inhale, reach up. Warrior 2, back foot flat, open up. Inhale, reverse your warrior, just like before. Left elbow, left knee, top arm all the way towards the front. Beautiful. Straighten that front left leg. Reverse your triangles. That left arm lifts to the sky. And then arms back out to a T shape. Turn the left toes to mirror the right. Kick the heels in towards each other, hands to your heart as you lower the hips into that goddess pose again. And again, this time you can decide where you want to go. You could stay in stillness. You could pulse up and down. If you want a little touch for the obliques, maybe the hands behind the head find an interlace. You could lean that right elbow towards the right knee and then towards the left. You're here for 5, whatever you decided to do. 4, 3, you got this. For 2, you're almost there. Last one. Come back to center, hands to your heart. Breathe in. Straighten those legs, turn the toes, reach up, inhale. Fold back into those legs. That should feel good. Just hang here. Again, Prasarita, wide-legged standing forward fold. Come back to your breath. Ha. Beautiful. Last 3. For 2, halfway up, inhale, get long through that spine. Exhale, just fold back in. Turn towards the front of our space. Right toes turn forward, left toes turn forward. Plant the hands, step back to plank. Inhale. Set the knees down, child's pose as you exhale. Stay here, breath in. Stay here, breath out. Come back to table. Come back to downward facing dog. Last thing, right leg lifts. Step it forward, decrescent lunge, just like before. Arms rise. We'll find a little last bit of balance. If you're with me, lean the upper body forward, shift into that right leg, take flight into what we call third warrior, and find your balance. If you fall, who cares? Yeah, we're gonna challenge ourselves a little bit today in this balancing shape. Take a couple breaths. You could adjust the hands to your heart or to your hips, whatever felt best for you. Last couple moments as you find this balance. Take an inhale. Now listen up, we're not gonna drop the left leg. We're gonna stand up, lift that knee into the chest, maybe the hands to the heart. Find balance again. You got this. Inhale, the arms reach up. And then set that left foot either to the mat, to your shin, or maybe even to the inside of that thigh as you find what we call tree pose. Hands can come to the heart or to the hips. Yeah, balance is hard for lots of us. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's okay if you fall. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, that just means you're challenging yourself. Beautiful tree poses, you guys. Last inhale wherever you are. Set that left foot down. Bring the hands to your sides. Just notice if you had any sensations going up that right leg. Just allow them to dissipate. Knowing that sensations don't last forever. Take a breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, reach the arms back up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Dive back into those legs. Half glance as you inhale, lift up. Plant the hand, step back to plank. Take a huge breath when you get there. Downward facing dog as you lift those hips. Last thing, left side lifts up. Step it forward. Inhale to that crescent on the opposite side. And then again, only when you're ready, lean the upper body forward, shift into that left foot. Arms can come down the ribs or to the heart, maybe even to the hips. Find your balance. Beautiful, you guys. Ha. Doesn't matter how high that back left leg gets. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you fall. Use your breath. Use your core. You know where we're going now. That right knee lifts up into the chest. Stand up tall. Maybe the arms towards the sky. Maybe the hands to the heart. Find your tree pose, either the feet to the mat, to your shin, or maybe even that inner thigh. Beautiful, you guys. Stay. In fact, stay so that I can grab a nice photo. So put a smile on for me. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, Joanne. Thank you. Inhale. Set that foot down. Set that foot down. Just find a standing pose. Take a breath in. I will send all of you the photo if you'd like it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Plant the hands, plank pose. Last time, plank pose. Drop the knees, drop the belly as you send the gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, dome and round it out. Come back to child's pose as you settle back in. Ha. Huge inhale. Massive exhale. Just check back into the body. Check back into the breath. Maybe notice any shifts from where we started today. Ha. Take a breath in. Stay there, breathe out. Come to tabletop position. And then again, scoot the legs off to the side. We'll grab that ball on our way down. And we're going to get into the glutes. And I will just preface this by saying, for some of us, the glutes are pretty tight. And you might not know that they're really tight. If you get there and you're like, oh my gosh, this is too much, wiggle your hand and I can give you 2 balls so that we can dissipate the tension a little bit more. If you're okay with one, wonderful. If you need 2, I have enough for everybody to have 2 if you need 2, okay? I like to keep my knees bent. We're going to just start on the right side first. So we're just going to lift up that butt cheek and place it kind of in the center. And I'd like to bring my, as soon as you get there, you might feel it. I like to bring my hands behind me and just let yourself land for a couple breaths. Big breath in. You need 2? Does anybody need 2? Anybody need 2? I can grab you 2. Yes, I can absolutely grab you 2. If you're okay there, stay there. If you want a little bit of movement, you're just going to start to wag your tail. You know, you press into the hands a little bit and start to wag your tail left to right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Good.
On the same side, same way on the other side?
So you can either do 1 on each side or you can do 2 on the same side.
Okay.
Up to you, yes. So if you did add movement, you could also find circles in any direction. Sometimes that feels nice. Maybe some circles. If you find a place that feels like super tight, you could lean off to the side and get into it a little more. Or you could just stay there and let that compression, let your weight kind of bounce into the ball. Yeah, breathe in. Breathe out. If you are moving, maybe find a little stillness again. Let the hips just settle back down. Take a breath in. Breath out. Slowly remove that ball or balls off to the side and just extend both legs out in front of you. Maybe you notice if that right side feels a little longer. Now that you've worked through those tissues, maybe your foot feels like it gets a little further than the other side. Just notice that. Again, maybe feel a little more warmth through that glute area. Take a breath in. Breath out. We'll switch sides when you're ready. Again, bend through the knees. Place that on that left side. I'm in that kind of center. And again, if you have 2 balls, nothing wrong with that. You're just Yeah, breathe in. And again, if you haven't started moving and you wanted a little movement, wagging your tail is an option. Or even circles. I kind of like to lean off to that hip, that left hip, and find some circular motions. Whew. If you're like, this is too much, you can back off. You can find just that compression. Yeah, if you notice one side feels different than the other, that's pretty common. Take your last couple breaths wherever you are. Beautiful. Huge inhale. Find stillness. Stay there as you exhale. Slow as you need, remove that ball off to the side. And again, extend those legs back out long. Just notice maybe the butt feels a little flatter on the earth. Take a breath in. Huge breath out. In fact, let's reach the arms up on an inhale. Just find a fold as you reach the hands forward. Maybe you catch your feet, maybe you catch your shins. Just find a nice forward fold to stretch the backs of those legs. Ha. Just breathe here. A few rounds of breath. Beautiful. Stay here for 5. For 4. Last 3. For 2. Take one more inhale. Get long through the spine. We're going to stay here as we exhale. Fold back in. Ever so gently climb the upper body up. Scoot the hips forward and come onto your back. Once you get there, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Massage that low back. Maybe some circles with the knees. We'll get a little hip opener here. So plant the feet down, hips width. And let's take the right ankle over that left knee. Flex through the right toes and let that right knee jot forward. This could be enough. If you want a little bit more, you could thread the hands through and catch the back of that left thigh or the front of that left shin, whatever felt best for you, whatever range you had. Otherwise, again, you're just staying with that foot on the earth. Nice little hip opener. The head just rests back onto your mat. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could extend that left leg up towards the sky. Take your last couple breaths. Roll the ankle out if you'd like it. If you did lift that left foot from the earth, slowly release that back down towards the earth. Plant that left foot back down. Release that ankle from the knee and just give yourself a couple windshield wipers left to right. Beautiful. We'll switch sides when you're ready. Plant the feet hips width. Left ankle will come over the right knee. Flex the left toes. Again, you could stay there. If you want to thread the hands through, catch the back of that right thigh or shin. Find what feels appropriate for your body today. Again, if you wanted to extend that leg, you're more than welcome. Maybe a nice roll of that ankle. When you're ready, start to lower that right foot back down towards your mat. Release the ankle from the knee, and a couple windshield wipers just left to right. Maybe the feet really wide. Bring the knees in towards your chest. Hug yourself into a little ball. Maybe the forehead reaches up to meet the knees. Take a huge breath in. On your breath out, extend the legs, extend the arms. Find your way to a restful shape on your back. If you'd like to find your sweater, you can. And we just make our way into final resting shape called Shavasana. Go ahead and take one more breath through the nose. Let it go out the mouth. And just like that, we will say that is the official end of our time together. Take your time coming up out of that shape, no rush. Maybe roll off to one side if that felt right. Make your way up. I'll just close by saying thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I hope you leave feeling a little more light and free than when you came here. Namaste.